Hello again, my friends. Welcome back to Daily English Practice Channel. I'm Anna. In part 1, we heard Clara and Daniel's story. After 5 long years, they met again at the old train station, in the rain. Clara forgave him. They walked away together. But is it really that easy? Can you fix 5 years of silence in one afternoon? Let's find out what happens next. We walk out of the station together. Daniel holds the black umbrella over my head. The rain is very light now. Drizzle, drizzle. The streets are wet and shiny. We walk slowly. Our shoulders touch. It feels nice. It feels familiar, but it also feels strange. We are close, but we feel far away. Nobody speaks. The silence is back again. We arrive at my small apartment. I open the door. "Come in," I say. Daniel steps inside. He takes off his wet coat. He looks around the room. He sees my books. He sees my pictures. He sees my life. A life without him. He looks uncomfortable. He stands in the middle of the room. He does not know where to sit. He feels like a guest, a stranger in my home. I go to the kitchen. I need to do something with my hands. My hands are shaking again. I make hot tea, 2 cups. I put the cups on the small table. "Please, sit," I say. Daniel sits down. He takes the warm cup. He stares into the tea. "Your apartment is beautiful, Clara," he says softly. "Thank you," I reply. "It is small, but it is enough for me." Every word feels heavy. Every word feels careful. I sit across from him. I look at his face. There are small lines near his eyes now. He looks mature. He looks like a man who has worked very hard. "Tell me about your life, Daniel," I say. "Where did you live?" Daniel sighs. "I lived in Chicago," he says. "It is a big city, a loud city. I worked in a factory first, then in an office. I worked 12 hours every day. I feel a pain in my heart. 12 hours a day, for 5 years, while I was here missing him." "Did you make friends?" I ask. Daniel looks up. "A few," he says, "but I was always lonely, Clara. I had people around me, but I was alone." I want to believe him. My heart wants to believe him, but my mind is full of questions. Did he love someone else? Did he try to forget me? "Daniel," I say, my voice small, "did you ever try to find me before today?" Daniel drops his eyes. He does not answer immediately. Part 7. The truth hurts. The silence lasts for a long time. Then Daniel speaks. "No," he whispers. My heart drops. Thud. "Why?" I ask. "Because I was afraid," he says. "I was afraid you would look at me with anger. I was afraid you would say, 'Go away.' So I hid behind my work." Tears come to my eyes again. "So you chose fear over me?" I ask. Daniel looks at me, his eyes full of pain. "Yes," he says honestly. "I was a coward." I stand up from the table. I walk to the window. Outside, the rain has stopped completely. The sky is gray. "I forgave you at the station, Daniel," I say, "because I was happy to see you. But now I feel angry." Daniel stands up too. He comes closer to me. "Clara, please." "No," I say, turning to face him. "You left. You stayed silent. You were afraid. And I stayed here waiting, wondering if you were dead or alive. That is not fair." For the first time, I see Daniel cry. A tear falls down his cheek. Then another. He does not wipe them away. "I know it is not fair," he says. "I know I hurt you. I cannot change the past, Clara. I wish I could. I wish I could change every day of the last 5 years." He takes a step back. "If you want me to leave, I will leave. I will not hurt you anymore.
I look at him standing by the door. He looks ready to walk away again. My mind says, let him go. It is too hard. My pride says, he hurt you. Let him go. But then I look at his eyes, the same kind, deep eyes from the old station, the eyes of the boy I loved, the eyes of the man who came back. If he leaves now, he will never return. This is our last chance. I take a deep breath. I walk toward the door. I do not open it. Instead, I stand in front of him. Don't leave, I say softly. Daniel is surprised. You are angry, he says. Yes, I say. I am very angry, but I still love you, and I don't want to lose you again. I reach out my hand. I touch his arm. It is warm, real. Daniel takes my hand in both of his hands. He holds it very gently. I will not leave, he promises. Not today, not tomorrow. I will stay here. I will talk to you. I will answer every question. I will earn your trust again, Clara, however long it takes. I nod my head. It will not be easy. The road is long, but for the first time in 5 years, we are walking it together.
And that is the end of part 2. Love is beautiful, but it can also bring anger and pain. Clara and Daniel are trying to rebuild their bridge. It takes time to trust someone again. What do you think, my friends? Will Daniel keep his promise this time? Can Clara truly forget the 5 years of silence? Write your opinions in the comments below. Use your English words to tell me your thoughts. If you want part 3, let me know. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep listening, keep learning. Goodbye.